That's probably the old one.
Yeah. Here we go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we got it.
All right. So like we had technical difficulties, Satan. Yeah, Satan. But we're gonna give all glory, honor, and praises to
Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem, Rakakodash.
double honors to the apostles, the elders, great millstone. We're gonna go ahead and jump right back into it. Go ahead, brother, with your precept.
Okay, so book of Colossians chapter 3 and verse 12. And in the last stream where 2 Peter chapter 3 came up, and it says, what manner of person ought ye to be? So, and we talked about that, so answering it with the scriptures again. So Colossians chapter 3 and verse 12. Put on therefore as the elect of the Most High, holy and beloved, bowels of mercies, kindness, humbleness of mind, meekness, long-suffering. And so we need to be holy and separate in these times, because this world and being friends with this world is going to take you down, because this world is going down. It's not, it won't remain. Everything here is about to be dissolved, as it said in 2 Peter chapter 3. And so, we've got to be acceptable unto the Most High, so we can get out of here. We don't want any of what's coming.
Can't serve two masters.
That's right. That's right.
And then also too, man, the spirit was shifting into the money, economic collapse, things of that nature. So just like what the brother is speaking, what we just brought out, being rooted, being in the correct conduct, because we know the money's going to drop, and that's going to affect us personally, in personal life, to where we all ain't going to be able to buy things. You see what I'm saying? Buy food, support our family, support our living situations, paying mortgage, rent, whatever you have. It's going to affect everybody in a whole. So, you got the precept? Go ahead.
Well, I had the U.S. debt
Yeah,
clock.
get it, bro.
So I'm on the U.S. debt clock .org. So right now it says, the U.S. national debt is 33 billion or trillion.
Trillion.
Yeah, trillion, right? Yeah.
33 billion, we be balling right now.
Yeah, it's like
Nah, you good, because it's 33. This is the highest it's ever been.
Mm-hmm.
And did the brother put in that in the chat? What did he put? That in 1 week or something like that. It was like what? $275 billion
Right here.
in 1 week. They showed them, bro.
It was like the biggest increase over like a certain time.
It was in a small time.
Yeah. Well, a small time, but it was the biggest increase of like a large period of time combined.
Yeah, it's like, I think last month, the U.S. went another $1 trillion in debt in like a month.
I believe it was over the government shutdown.
Yeah.
And then you had Zelensky come here for the United Nations talks, and he was begging for money. And now you got this situation going on in the Gaza Strip.
Yeah.
So it's going to further add up and more.
Yep. That's it. So it's good that you bring the debt clock out, because that money is not going to matter. Tazawar, you got that precept real quick?
This is Ezekiel chapter 7 and 19.
You can break it down too.
Who?
You can.
Oh, okay.
It's a straightforward script.
Ezekiel 7 and 19. They shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed. Their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of the wrath of the Lord. They shall not satisfy their souls, neither fill their bowels, because it is a stumbling block of their iniquity. Which essentially, this went into Israel being invaded by the Babylonians, their money not being anything, because it didn't matter at the time of the Lord's wrath. When the Lord sent the enemy in, that was a wrap, because they were the pretty much the hand of the Lord's indignation.
Right.
And so the same thing is getting prepared to happen now, where Esau is using the wicked, which is his, the Most High is using the wicked, which is his sword, to bring judgments. And in that time, Jake, they don't know any better. A lot of them got cash that ain't gonna mean anything. They got large bank accounts that ain't gonna mean anything. You got people that's even prepping with gold and silver, literally gonna have gold and silver that's not gonna mean anything. That's why when you go to Revelation the 13th chapter, you won't be able to buy or sell except you have a mark. Gold and silver ain't gonna even matter in that time.
Bro,
Yeah.
And bro, if I can say, I think it was this year,
perfect break.
I think it was early this year or the bottom part of last year. Remember when people's Bank of America accounts were being frozen,
Yep.
and basically you had somebody had like thousands of dollars in their
Yep.
account and they couldn't find it.
You remember last year what happened in Silicon Valley?
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Was that last year or was that
That
early
was
this
last
year?
year.
It was last year. okay.
SVB.
It was last year because I was one of the people that got affected, you know.
You know, but that bank was ran by women too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
You can, I think the CEO, whatever, in the vice president, like the top three, they're all women.
Man.
What's up? You gonna fact check me?
No, I was gonna
Completely
elaborate and get some more, but it's like, that might be giving out too much. But I will. Like, they're clients that are within my career or job, and they were still trying to set up meetings and things the week before. Like we had meetings with them coming up, and it's just like, you guys
Yeah,
didn't
right.
even know that was happening, did you?
Right.
Like going into women because they didn't see it
Yeah.
coming.
The scriptures give us a good example of women leading. Who's that? Athaliah. Her first thing that she did when she started ruling Israel was killing all the sons of the previous king. You know, I think she ruled with like 1 to 6 months, something like
Oh,
that.
like 3.
3 months, something like that.
Something like that.
I have to reread it, you know, but it goes to show you what I'm not sitting here saying that, you know, there was men who were wicked too,
Yeah.
but the first woman Israelite leader, look what she did, wreak havoc, you know, and that goes the same thing you see with Silicon Valley, you know. Matter of fact, reread Ezekiel 7.
Can I say something real
Yeah,
quick?
you can.
Can you say her name? Kamala Harris
Oh, fuck.
said that she may be the president soon because we don't know what the hell going on with Biden.
You see his face changing all the time.
Hey, bro, call out your how about you? I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, but you know, sure.
I did a video like a year ago, something like that. And I said we could very well have I named it. We could very well have a lady president. You know, so if that happens, man, hey, shit. I know that. I'm not the only brother who's been saying it, but a lot of brothers have been saying that. You see this dude is fucking dying as we watch him. What is he, 85?
Yeah.
84, 85? Oldest president we ever had? I mean, it's about that time. Shit. We can't have a Jimmy Carter #2, damn it. You know? But let's read that and then flow into the next precept.
You got it, bro.
And then did you have anything? Okay.
I got something.
I got some.
Go ahead and read that real quick.
Want to read it again?
Yeah, read it again.
This is Ezekiel 7:19. They shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed. Their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of the wrath of the Lord. They shall not satisfy their souls, neither fill their bowels, because it is the stumbling block of their iniquity. Money can be a stumbling block because through money you think you can save yourself.
You think you got it?
Yeah, it's a stumbling block of your own iniquity because with your money, like Floyd Mayweather or somebody, you have all these riches and you think you can, because you're accustomed to your money getting you out of situations and delivering you.
Yep.
And so it's gonna take divine intervention. It's gonna take a divine source to show and prove your money ain't gonna be able to deliver you in this day.
That's right.
That's why the market beats the hour of temptation. All that stuff has to happen because the Lord is going to get the last say in this whole matter.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's too much iniquity in the earth. That's why Ezra, all the prophets really, Ezra, but they the iniquity would have to increase. It would have to be shown that this is the only way you're going to get through this thing. And it's simple. It's faith, it's belief. You know, it ain't gonna be just your status, who you can pay off, what you can buy.
Right.
All that stuff gonna be useless real soon, and we all gonna be on the even playing field.
That's right.
It's CBDC, you got it.
Okay, Khan. This is Proverbs 11, starting at verse 4. Riches profit not in the day of wrath. Now I'm gonna stop it right there. I do have a word, profit. Okay. I'm on that to mine. Now it's a noun and it says income. Then it says advantage, growth, advance, increase, success, progress. All right. So again, just to back this brother point up, your money is not gonna have you advance, so to speak. It's not gonna be an advantage. All right. It's gonna be put to naught. It's not gonna work. It's gonna be an error.
Right.
That's like you going inside the store, especially when he pushed the MOTB, all right, the CHIP for those who don't know. That's like you going in there saying, hey, I have $1. It's like, no, you can't come in.
Right.
I believe Apostle Tahar did a video on what was going on in China at that time. You had like a convenience store, and you can only get in with a barcode, all right? Everything was already digital.
They
See what I'm
went
saying?
into a social status
Mm-hmm.
type thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
So rereading this verse, Proverbs 11, starting at verse 4. Riches, no matter who you are, okay, profit not in the day of wrath, okay?
Can I say something?
Go on.
Because I'm be quick. Because it says what? Rich and poor
Yep.
shall receive rest. So
Yeah.
you're right. It includes if you rich.
Yep, rich and poor shall,
Bond.
yep, free and bond. So, and for those who don't know, we're mentioning Revelation the 13th chapter. Okay, I believe around like the 15th, 16th verse. So continuing on to verse,
Free and bond actually go into money market terms too.
Yep.
Yep.
Sure
Because
does.
Yep.
free market,
It sure does.
and you've got your bonds,
Yep.
yep.
and yeah, just
Yep. You right, bro.
Yeah,
Hey,
the
that's a
brother
good
on
catch.
point. Yep, yep. It says, riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivered from death, as his brother was just mentioning. You know what the scripture said. If a brother can get it, it's impossible. Without faith, it is impossible to please the Most High.
Yeah.
Bible child, if the brother can get it right quick, because that's what's gonna deliver you. All right, not your carnality, not your money, not your guns, not even you, not even we can't even save ourselves.
Come on.
All right. So who do you think is going to come back to deliver us, to avenge us? Yahweh Shem Shai. All right, but we must believe.
I got it out. This is Hebrews 11 and verse 6. But without faith, it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him.
Yeah, and we diligently seeking him. All right. We're not seeking him, by the use of money. We're not seeking him by the use of, vainglory and, my woman can do this. And nah, man. All right. Hey, we believe, man. It's faith. Okay. If we know these things is not gonna basically advance us, I'm gonna say it like that. In that day, what's gonna allow you to advance? Your faith.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right, bro.
Your spiritual riches.
That's gonna be your right. Can somebody grab Galatians 3 and 6 real quick? That's gonna be your righteousness in that time. That's gonna be what really justifies you, because through that faith you're gonna make certain decisions. You know what I'm saying? That's how the Lord is gonna show who's who in that time.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I was just reading Peter earlier in First Peter. He was Peter was talking about how the trials pretty much show your faith. Anybody got that?
Yeah.
Galatians 3 and 6. Bring that out real quick.
All right, this is Galatians 3 and 6. Even as Abraham believed the Most High, and it was accounted to him for righteousness. Verse 7.
Yeah, it was accounted to him for righteousness because Abraham's faith was tried. And so, because, if you know the story, Abraham was told to take his son Isaac, who the promise had been made to, and sacrifice him. And so he didn't question it. He went ahead and set it up. And as soon as he was about to do it, the angel intervened and said, "No, don't do it." Now we see that you really, you're faithful, you believe. You know what I'm saying? That was him being tried. And so that moment of that act of faith, it was accounted to him as being righteous, because we know Abraham was, it didn't mean he was perfect. Who knows? It didn't say that he was a sinner or not, but he was in that time where sin was already in the earth. So, but that act counted him as a righteous man. You know what I'm saying?
Could I read that for you in the NLT?
Yes, sir. Please.
It says Galatians 3 and verse 6. In the same way, Abraham believed the Most High, and the Most High counted him as righteous because of his faith.
And what did the Lord say? Didn't the Lord talk about us being the children of Abraham because of our faith?
Yep.
Read that again one more time.
This is Galatians 3 and verse 6 in the NLT. In the same way, Abraham believed the Most High, and the Most High counted him as righteous because of his faith.
Right, so you got the elected children of Abraham here in the same scenarios about to get ready to inherit by way of their faith, because of their faith.
Okay,
You got it,
jump-
brother.
y'all-
You got it.
Back down to 7, or going to read down to 7, it says the real children of Abraham
Oh,
then are those who put their faith in the Most High.
that's the spirit. I didn't even know that was there.
Can I lay it back
Please.
off? You're making a great point.
Please.
And I'm gonna give it right back to you. Cause we, you know, that account with, I hate saying story, cause it really happened. You know,
Right.
that account, that historical account with
Historical account.
Abraham. The one thing I always looked at that, I looked at Isaac too,
Mhm.
to be willing to sacrifice, you know, to give himself as a sacrifice. That's just as much as a belief too, you know? You
Because
gotta-
Abraham believed that if the Most High wanted to, he could raise up
It says that,
Isaac.
it says
You
that.
know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
What y'all
So,
say?
so that lets you know you can't buy faith. You know,
Yeah.
you can't sell faith. Faith is really given to you from Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And it's up to you to keep it, neglect not to give, so that he can increase it.
And it
And
comes
it's
by
talking about
hearing,
talents.
it comes by hearing of the word.
Yeah, hear another word, yeah. So, yeah, all these things connect, man, all right? Your true righteousness is really your true riches, the treasure, all right?
If I could make a quick analogy, because I saw the brothers from Dallas kind of, I forget who made the analogy, but it was, you know, we're like we are the Most High, or Yahushua's wife or bride.
Mm-hmm.
So wouldn't you want your woman to be faithful to you
Yeah.
unto death? Like, what would you do for a woman like that? That's faithful to you unto death, man. Like, you would protect her with everything that you got.
Right.
You know, so in the same way, you know, that's how we're supposed to be in the bride of Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. We're supposed to be that way to our power, man.
That's right.
Everything in its right order,
Fully invested.
fully invested.
That's a good point, brother.
Yep. Going back to Proverbs 11, now we're at verse 5. The righteousness of the perfect shall direct his way. Because, see, money is not going to direct your way in that time, all right? If you go inside, for example, let's just say if you're just out there. You go inside the house, and you see a half a bag of bread, 2 cups of water, and a can of goods. And you see people, and you over here like, hey, I give you all my money, here you go. And you're really hungry, and you know you need to eat that to survive. They're gonna look at you like you're crazy.
Right.
Because righteousness is gonna direct your way to protection, however the Lord set it up, so that you can be delivered. All right, that's the main thing. So going back, it says Proverbs 11, verse 5, the righteousness of the perfect shall direct his way, but the wicked shall fall by his own wickedness. And what does Second Ezra the 15th chapter say about the unfaithful or the unrighteous? They shall die in their unfaithfulness. Yep. You know what I'm saying? So there it is right there. If you really believe in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, you're going to live. You're not going to give a damn about money. You're not going to give a damn about, you know, this, that, and the third, any carnality. You're just going to lean upon him more and more. Cast your burdens unto the Lord. Lean unto the Lord, man. All right? That's your true riches.
Can I get something real quick?
Yeah.
Isaiah chapter 65 and 13. Therefore, thus said the Lord Yahweh, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed.
See, why is it saying that? All right, if you have all this money, shouldn't it say, you know, for those who have money, you know, you can still purchase this, that, and the third? But it don't say that, okay? Can you reread that, Baba Kushai?
Come. Isaiah 65 and 13.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, thus said the Lord Yahweh, behold, my servant shall eat.
His servants, because his servants didn't, you know, change for some money, all right? Change for some woman or anything of this world, man. No, his servants kept laboring. His servants kept believing and leaning up upon him. So therefore, what? Let's get into it.
But ye shall be hungry.
Mm-hmm.
Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed.
Because part of that righteousness that will direct your way ties into wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Shall be the stability of your time. You're going to be good, you know. With money, you're not going to be good, all right?
Can I let you back up?
God.
It says, 1 Timothy 5 and verse, 1 Timothy 6 and verse 6. but godliness with contentment is great gain. For we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out. And having food and raiment, let us be therewith content. But they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts.
What's the saying, brother? More money.
More problems.
Yeah.
That's really what that's saying.
Yeah.
The ones who are just like you were just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Those ones who have all that money gonna think they're in a good type of case.
Yeah.
I can just buy myself to get into a bunker, or I can buy myself 10 years worth of food supply, even though that's gonna be stored for us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, they're how about this? Their money's gonna profit towards the profits.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
That's hard.
You know what else I thought about
Yeah.
too? Are the birds rich? All right. Are the insects rich?
Taking care of it.
But they still eating. They still, reproducing,
Place
coming back to
them
the
in.
nest, chilling.
Yep.
Okay, they're not rich, they don't have money. So this thing is not all about money. Okay?
A little bit more.
Yeah, let's keep going.
It says, which drown men in destruction and perdition.
What did the scripture say? For the love of all money.
Yep, it's
For the oh, that's what I was gonna say.
Yes,
Yeah,
but-
go ahead, brother.
1 Timothy 6 and verse 10. For the love of money is the root of all evil, which whilst some coveted after, they erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows.
We see. You gonna say something, bro?
Yeah,
Say it.
you got
say
it.
it.
You got it. You got it.
I mean, we see that with a plethora of other individuals of the circumcision.
Yeah.
That's why they say the things they say and they move the way they move because of the love of that bag.
Yeah.
You see, the Lord keeps us real talk. The Lord keeps us men in a docile state when it comes to the pockets
Yeah,
to keep our humility in our character.
absolutely.
You was gonna say something, bro?
No, that I just absolutely going into with the amen, brother.
God.
Because
It keeps you level when you don't got shit in your pockets. You like, fuck.
yeah,
And then it makes you turn to the Lord, and it makes you realize I'm only here to do one job.
Right.
You know, what was you gonna say?
No, you got it.
Okay, I'm passing it on.
Well, the problem with these guys is they run up the bag and you gotta continually run it up. You saw with some Israelite camps, now they on podcast shows with guys in the world.
That shit
Because they
wild.
gotta keep,
Yeah.
we ain't gonna say no names, but you gotta keep showing yourself, you gotta basically sell yourself out.
Yeah.
These guys are selling themselves out, they gotta keep doing these platforms and they more money, more problems. They probably gonna get more women,
Yeah.
bigger houses, bigger cars, they gotta keep running the bag up, man.
if I
Like, if I, real quick, like that's why when I just read that godliness with contentment is great game. When you going after the money, there's no contentment with it. You're never gonna be content with a certain amount of money. You make 100,000, now you want 200,000, now you want 500,000, now you want $1 million.
Yeah.
And now inflation hit, now that meal ain't worth 500,000, now you want 5 million.
Right.
It's a never ending cycle.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah.
As the scriptures say, the rich fall into temptation
Yeah.
and a snare. If I could, do you have something real quick?
I was just gonna say, the baser sort of individuals on that podcast, like those are
Yeah.
that's base men. You
Yeah.
shouldn't even be like you're breaking laws by even hanging out with them.
Yeah.
First place.
Yep.
I'm gonna continue on here, 1 Timothy 6 and verse 11. But thou, O man, of the Most High, sons of God, flee these things and follow after righteousness, godliness, faith, love, patience, meekness.
And let me say this for balance too, because I know we're talking about money and this, and the Lord also ain't telling you to be a broke ass nigga.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
The scriptures also say in Thessalonians, if neither a man work, neither does he eat. Paul talks about, I know how to be abased and I know how to abound. The scriptures, what the Lord is trying to tell you is get a balance. Ain't really, real talk, and keep it real, there shouldn't be a man on this planet Earth, just a single man that has $100 million.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It should be an even playing field to where everyone can move in a manner that's in a one cohesive unit with one another. You see, you're gonna have your order. Another prime example is the parable of the penny. He was in it for a longer time. He was in it for a shorter time. They all worked as a cohesive unit, receiving one penny at the same, still on the same playing field. You see what I'm saying? The Lord's not telling you be a broke ass nigga. Get your shit in order. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro.
Proverbs chapter 30 and verse 8. Remove far from me vanities and lies. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with food convenient for me.
Convenient.
Daily bread.
Matter of fact, we're gonna get a few more precepts and close it out, but I'm gonna be quiet after this. Get Sirach 31 real quick, where it says what is set before thee, pretty much. Let me see if I can find it, because that's a, you reread your precept again, Shalom.
Come.
That was a good precept.
Proverbs chapter 30 and verse 8.
So like Sirach 31 and 16. But go ahead, bro.
It says, remove far from me vanities and lies. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with food convenient for me.
A good synopsis of the word vanity, if you're considering something vain, is something that's worthless. You see what I'm saying? That's a good synopsis. Not a direct definition of the word, but it's like the children of Belial, children of worthlessness. That's what that means. So they're vain. There's vain in people walking this earth right now. You see what I'm saying? They're worthless. So give me, don't give me those type of vanities. And the dollar is a vain object. It's a very vain object. So if you're so consumed in, your time consumed in trying to gain a vain product, you're gonna have to switch your mindset up. This shit about to fall. It's about to crash. So you need to know how to be a base and how to abound. Another thing I want to bring out, Salaki, I'm getting long-winded. Salaki, brothers. In Ecclesiastes, it says,
Money's defense.
Please get it.
That's
That's
his
what I
spirit.
want. That's his spirit, brother.
Ecclesiastes 7 and verse 12.
Yep.
For wisdom is a defense,
Right?
and money is a defense.
So let's hold it right there. Wisdom is a defense. Money is a defense. Always go into that word defense. The word defense in that particular scripture means what? A shadow. A shadow is a temporary covering.
Right.
So if it's saying money is a defense, it ain't always gonna be there.
Right.
We're reading it. Money doesn't profit in the day of wrath because the shadow has gone away.
Take your point.
The shadow has gone away. Now you're going to be in that hot ass sun. With going back to 1 Corinthians 3, everyone shall be tried by the fire, which is that tribulation that's to come, that heat. So you're going to be like Jonah in that grove. It's going to go away. And you're going to be mad because you put all your eggs in a basket in this fiat currency.
All your eggs in that gourd.
All your eggs in the board. You see what I'm saying? So get this Ecclesiasticus, and I'm gonna be quiet.
Okay. This is Sirach 31 and verse 6.
16.
16.
Yeah.
Can I read 6 too?
Yes, you can, brother. If it's in the spirit, go ahead and read it, brother.
Gold had been the ruin of many. That's
Keep
the
this
spirit.
Salaki, brother. Reread it, and I'm gonna let you read it through. That's on point, bro. That's the spirit, you see?
Sirach 31 and 6. Gold had been the ruin of many, and their destruction was present.
Read verse 7 too, Baba Shah, if you don't mind.
It is a stumbling block unto them that sacrifice unto it, and
That's-
every fool shall be taken therewith.
Break that down, because you talked about a stumbling block earlier.
Yeah, it's a stumbling block into those that sacrifice into it. So, like, you scripture talk about fools wasting their lives when was watching for riches. All of that money's pretty much a god. It's an idol.
It's a talisman.
So people are sacrificing damn near everything, their time, their bodies, their money, all for this.
Souls.
Their souls, people selling their souls for this. And what did it say again? It is a stumbling block into them that sacrifice into it. Because really, you shouldn't be sacrificing for the money. You should get the money, but your main focus and sacrifices should be into this.
Right.
To these, because these are the things, these are the works that are really gonna profit
Right.
when as the point you were making about the sun and the
Yeah.
being tried in the fire. Because everything you did for a bag is not gonna matter really
Right.
soon
Oh, yeah.
at all.
Right. You see, I just want to land back. This is some good points because you brought out the word profit,
Kind of.
and the profit as in Profit,
Yeah, yeah.
which in that definition it said income, right?
Mm-hmm.
The income that we're making right now is to support us to keep doing this.
Mhm. Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
I have that word growing for you.
And let me finish this one real quick. And it says, "And every fool shall be taken therewith." Keyword fool. 5 were wise, 5 were foolish.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's all
Yeah.
about wisdom.
Yes.
It's all about the wisdom. So
Yes.
the wisdom, the fool is gonna be taken. Talk about
So-
what you got.
And it says, when it talks about the lamps, and it says, go buy for yourself. So they're almost just making fun of them because they were chasing the bag, chasing things that did not matter. And
Right.
that
No,
just
you're
clicked
right.
with me, just like, wow.
Yeah, it's been working. It's been
Talk
working.
about it, yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, the Lord, all of this stuff is just a tool to use to worship the Most High. I mean, all of the money, everything is just a tool. What's the whole duty of man?
Right, right.
Is to
Fear the Most
fear
High.
the Most High, follow
Keep
the
his
commandments. You know,
That's it.
I got this real quick in 1 Timothy 5 and verse 6 and verse 17, because the officer had brought out, it's okay to get the bag, but it says right here, it says, charge them that are rich in this world, that they be not high-minded, nor trust in uncertain riches, but in the living God, with the living power, Yahweh
That's
Hashem
it.
Yahweh Shai, who giveth us richly all things to enjoy. You know, so hey, the Lord is giving you the money anyway. You know, like you got to understand the sort. This is what Esau does. He tries to get in your head about where the money's coming from. It's
Right.
not coming from your own acts. It's not coming from your own. I did it, man. Look at me, because that's what these people do. They snowball their own ego. They
Yeah.
snowball their own identity. Man, look what I did.
Right.
You know, when the Lord is doing this either to your downfall or to help you invest more into the brotherhood. You know.
Well, I got something I want you to break down, bro. Since you say that, in 2 Ezra 9, come on now.